gentle nutrition or nutrition tips with a non-diet approach. Today, I'm going to be talking about gentle nutrition, and I'm going to try to give you nutrition tips to help you find the right balance with that for yourself. So first of all, let's get right into it by defining what gentle nutrition is. Well, it is the 10th principle of intuitive eating. And if you're not familiar with intuitive eating, it's about basically freeing your body from diet culture and diet rules and instead learning to rely on your internal hunger and fullness cues. And it has 10 principles, and the last one is called gentle nutrition. And gentle nutrition basically just involves making choices that both feel good to you and your taste buds and your pleasure and honor your cravings, but also choices that honor your health and the way that your body will feel after eating these foods. And it enables you to find the right balance between what your body craves and wants and what healthy nutrition should look like. So now let me tell you how you can start to get into gentle nutrition right now. The first thing you need to do is you need to figure out the foods that you like and the foods that you don't like. Now that may seem a little bit obvious for some people, but for a lot of people it actually isn't. So make sure that you take some time to write down the foods that you actually enjoy and think about all the different aspects. Don't just picture a food and be like, yeah, I like that. Think about the way that the food makes you feel before you have it, if you're like excited to have it, the way that the food looks, the way that the food feels on your tongue, like the taste, texture, all of that. Then you can also factor in how enjoyable that food is to you and how it makes your body feel in order to make a pretty detailed list of the foods that you really like. And keep that list close because we're gonna use it for the next step. Do you feel like you're always going on different types of diet plans but nothing seems to work? Do you feel like you can't control yourself around food and that your food obsession is taking up all of your energy and time? Do you wish you could build healthy eating habits that actually last without restricting yourself from any of your favorite foods and saying goodbye to dieting forever? I put together a free training that covers the 8 steps you need to take in order to figure out healthy eating for good. In this training, you'll learn about which foods you should be having for optimal health, which ones you should be avoiding also, and the quantities in which you should be having them. You'll also learn why you need to incorporate the less healthy foods that you love into your diet and how you can do that. You'll learn how mindful and intuitive eating can massively help your healthy eating habits. You'll learn about the relationship with food you need to have for lasting results and more. So make sure you check out the link for that in the description. You have nothing to lose and everything to win. Now back to the video. The second thing you need to do is that you need to use the 70-30 principles or the Venn diagram. I kind of like made this up. It's not really a thing, but I like to use this tool in order to help you understand what it can look like to practice gentle nutrition. So I've talked about it a little bit before, but what I want you to do is to make a Venn diagram, and in one of the diagrams, you're going to put all of the foods that you enjoy, and then in another one, put all of the foods that are healthy. And you want to be eating where these diagrams intersect. So basically foods that you enjoy and that are also healthy. So you want to be eating that in this intersection about 70% of the time. And then 10% of the time, it's okay to go to foods that are just healthy foods that don't really bring you like joy or pleasure to eat them, but they do bring your body certain nutrients. You can go to them about 10% of the time, and then 20% of the time you can go towards foods that you really enjoy, but that aren't really healthy for you in terms of like nutrition, the nutritional aspect. These foods will be healthy in other ways, will be good for you because they will help honor your cravings or fuel your emotional hunger or make you satisfied and just like curb a sweet tooth or whatever. So they are good. It's just that they won't be in the category of the foods that are really like nutrition dense and things like that. So make sure you take your time to fill up these diagrams. When you first get started, you may be like, well, I have nothing to put in the healthy foods that I like category. Like there's literally no way I can eat 70% of the meals from here. But the healthy foods aren't just like salads and greens. Things like whole grains, all the fruit and vegetables, beans, lentils, and types of healthy lean protein, all of that can go in the healthy foods category. So I'm sure you can think of a bunch of things that will actually fit in that. The third thing that you need to do is you need to make small adjustments that are going to up the nutrition factor of your food without reducing the pleasure, factor, like enjoyment factor of that food. And this will help you get into most of your foods into like the 70% slot that we really want to be eating from. Some examples of doing that would be having whole grains over refined grains, adding seeds to your salads, mixing in veggies with your pasta, or like choosing water over another drink, maybe adding more fruit to your smoothies, or making your own cookies instead of buying them. This can totally vary depending on what you like and which things seem like worth it to you to be kind of switching up, having like the healthier alternative or making a little bit more nutritious. And it's really important to remember that your mindset is key throughout this whole experience. If you're going into it like with the diet culture mindset, being like, I need to be taking out all of my like fun foods and replacing them with healthy foods. I need to do like the this, not that thing, which I like despise. Like, let me have a low carb sandwich, like basically just steak and then like salad in that, the two steaks. All of these things, that is just like diet culture. You don't want to be approaching it with this mindset. You want to be approaching it from a mindset of gentle nutrition, meaning how can I find foods that are healthy and that will bring my body good nutrition and that will make me feel good, but also that I enjoy. And how can I tweak things in different foods so that I can really enjoy the meals, but also they can bring me a little bit more nutrition. So this is all very personal and it may take a little bit of time, but as time goes on, you will be able to figure out which little healthy tweaks are worth it to you in terms of not depriving you from the pleasure and satisfaction that the food otherwise brings you. And the last thing you need to do is you need to experiment with your food and the different things that you like or don't like and that feel good to your body or don't feel good to your body. And you need to do so without having any expectations for yourself or any judgment. That's really important because, like I've talked about before, the intent behind everything is very important. And if you're just letting yourself be 100% honest and in trying out different foods and in feeling whether or not they feel good to you, then you will always be learning things. But all you should be doing is having maybe questions like, oh, will I like whole wheat pasta instead of regular pasta? And then you can test out these questions and then you can reflect on them. Like, okay, I really actually enjoy this whole wheat pasta and I think that it may be worth it to me to have that instead of regular pasta. That's it. And if you didn't like it, that's fine. No judgment. Just learn that, use that as a tool, have that like in your toolbox. And after a while, after doing a lot of experimenting, then you'll have a pretty good idea of the foods that you like and that bring you joy and also bring your body satisfaction and cover your health needs and your nutrition needs and just do all of these things. Also, it's important to remember that your desires and wants and needs may vary. So one day it may be worth it for you to have some brown rice instead of white rice, and you may feel like having brown rice and that may sound good from a gentle nutrition perspective. And then on another day, maybe brown rice doesn't sound so appealing and you would rather just have white rice, and that's okay. Things will vary. It's up to you to be really in tune with your body and what you want in order to listen to yourself. So hopefully you found this little introduction video to gentle nutrition helpful. I always share a lot of gentle nutrition tips throughout my videos, but I really wanted to kind of regroup everything together, and if it's a subject that you're more interested in, I can definitely make more in-depth videos on different things to do for better gentle nutrition. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it and subscribe, and see you on my next one. Bye!